Hello, Tom LeVecchia here with the New Theory podcast. Today, talk about disruption, talk about a game changer in the blockchain cryptocurrency space. We have Eric Cohen, event coordinator for one of, if not the largest, blockchain events in the world to be held in Atlantic City next week, July 11th through the 13th. I am going to let Eric tell us about it. Eric, how are you doing? And welcome to the New Theory podcast.
Hey there, Tom. How are you? Thanks so much for having me. I am really excited to share that the Blockchain World Conference, which is taking place at Harrah's Casino Spa Resort in Atlantic City, New Jersey, July 11th through the 13th, but now until the 14th, because we've just added the world's first ever sanctioned all-crypto poker tournament happening on Saturday the 14th at 11 a.m. inside the Harrah's Poker Room, which is a very exciting brand new element and also a very groundbreaking, history-making element of the event. But the Blockchain World Conference in its entirety, Tom, frankly speaking, is an epic history-making event in itself and in its own right. I must say that not only are we kicking off the event with the BWC Invitational, which is going to be an unbelievable golf tournament featuring some very exciting elements and open bar after the event. We'll also be having a great kickoff party inside the Harrah's Pool nightclub, which you may know, maybe some of your listeners know, is the largest indoor nightclub on the eastern half of the United States. It's connected to the same facility where we're having this event. We've got live entertainment, a famous DJ coming, and it's going to be an epic party. And the next morning, of course, we're kicking off all of our live speaker presentations, as well as our exhibitor hall, which will be opening up first thing on Thursday, going throughout the day Thursday, and then culminating with the industry's first ever Blockchain Industry Achievement Awards Gala, where we'll be awarding some of the biggest players and titans of blockchain and cryptocurrency for their contributions to our endeavors and also for making sacrifices and achievements for the development of blockchain and cryptocurrency. After that, we're having another killer party with live entertainment. And when I tell you the entertainment, you're going to think it's too good to be true, but it's absolutely happening. And then we've got some sweet parties that'll be themed with bars and past hors d'oeuvres being sponsored by a number of our vendors and sponsors. And then, of course, on Friday, we're doing it all again with lots more speakers, total lineup about 200-plus speakers, and lots of other networking events. Too many to list, frankly, Tom. It's going to be a really groundbreaking and trend-setting event.
Okay, so I'm going to absorb everything, and it's funny because I actually went to the website again this morning. Of course, New Theory will be attending, and Eric, thanks for having us. And the reason why I'm particularly excited about this conference is, and I'm very frank, that's how our podcast is. Generally, you go to conferences, and some of them are fun, right? Golf outing, again, maybe you said rent at a nightclub. But you have like A1 entertainment, right? And the best part is that's probably the least important part, and I'll tell you why. You have some amazing speakers, John McAfee and a whole bunch of other high-end speakers that I'll tell you right now, you know this, if I were to hear him speak, which he wasn't available for a while, and most of us know why, to hear somebody like speak, that's like $1,000 bill just to hear a guy at his level, not to mention have over 200 speakers. So I'm excited about that, right? But also I've noticed there's going to be folks in the ICO space, folks in the tech space. So like this is literally the World Series of blockchain, which is amazing. So let's kind of dive down, and I want you to be reluctant to say everyone because that's going to be tough to say, to be the first thing out of your mouth. But give us specifically who can benefit from this. I know everyone, but give us some specific archetypes of who could benefit by coming. Because I want people to listen and say, you know what, I want to come, and this will benefit me. So give us some of the folks that should definitely come where this is like a must-have.
So I appreciate you suggesting that not just say everyone, because frankly speaking, not everyone will benefit from this event. I mean, there's a lot of people that just don't have an interest in the greatest technology introduced to humanity in history. Those people probably will not benefit. But anyone who wants to learn more about the applications of blockchain in industry or cryptocurrencies and how they will be impacting the world the way they're impacting the world today and tomorrow and into the future. Frankly speaking, anyone who wants to learn about how to invest in the future of blockchain, in future cryptocurrencies, and wants to learn more about what's happening in today's world with regulatory and compliance issues, I believe anybody who is truly recognizing the massive impact that blockchain technology and cryptocurrency have in the world, I think they all need to be at this event. And I've got to tell you, one of the things that make us so proud here at the BWC is that this event is attracting what we believe will be more than any other event has been able to, accredited investors. We have so many super wealthy investors coming to this event that are interested in finding opportunities to invest in the very next opportunity. I'll give you an example here. One of our speakers you may have seen on the website, his name is Gil Beyda, B-E-Y-D-A. He is the managing director of Comcast Ventures, representing a multi-billion-dollar investment fund. He's coming not only to present his perspective on what's happening in blockchain and the investments that his company is looking to make, but also to meet and get to know some of the people that are looking to launch their endeavors in this space. It is gentlemen like him and also Dr. Patrick Byrne, another one of our keynote speakers, who, as you know, is the founder of Overstock.com and the man behind T0. These gentlemen, they're coming to this event because they want to not only share their thoughts, ideas, and insight into the future of what's happening in blockchain, but also they want to find out what's happening on the ground. They want to talk to the people that are really making up the multitude of the support system behind blockchain. They want to talk to all the pioneers, today's pioneers and tomorrow's pioneers, and that's who's going to be at Blockchain World Conference. The Blockchain World Conference is going to be all events related to the event under one roof except the golf outing. It's all being held in this amazing facility at Harrah's Casino Spa Resort. People are going to be able to drive their car for the first time ever, we believe, to this facility, park their car in the valet, walk in the building, and not leave for 4 days until after the poker tournament. And they will spend all 4 days riding the elevators, eating breakfast, grabbing a Starbucks, enjoying exhibits, listening to speakers, hitting the clubs, dancing, gambling, partying, playing poker with other like-minded blockchain enthusiasts and cryptocurrency investors and cryptocurrency ICO creators. So this is going to be a very exciting close event that's going to bring people together in a networking fashion like nothing has ever happened before that we are aware of.
I love it. And that's actually a great point. I was going to bring that up is, don't get me wrong, it's great to hear a speaker, right? And it's also great to have some fun, which I love. I'm telling you, this is legitimately, there's not many conferences like this in terms of accoutrements, but in terms of the content, there hasn't been any. So mixing them together is amazing. But I think the real benefit will be is you're going to be in line with somebody who's a crypto investor, or be walking through the exhibit hall and bump into a colleague who is building out that technology on blockchain, and or run into exhibitors that you could either use or invest in. So I love every single dynamic to it. Now, the cool thing about it is you're also offering some pretty decent access. Don't get me wrong, you can get general admission, and that's important, and that's great. You're offering some military discounts. I saw that, which is great. But also, let's go to the high end. If somebody's willing to invest a little bit more, what are some of the nicer accoutrements you can get? Are you able to meet the speakers, celebrities, and so forth? Walk us through
Absolutely.
that. So somebody who has an appetite, for a little deeper, what are some options, Eric?
Well, absolutely. First of all, Tom, I want to mention that everybody who attends the Blockchain World Conference will be receiving some crypto in the show bags. A number of our exhibitors and sponsors have made it a point to share some of their coins with every single person that registers for the event, number one. Number two, if somebody does want to take their experience at the Blockchain World Conference and kick it up a notch, they can buy a BWC VIP package, which will give them 1 hour early access to all exhibits. It'll give them preferred seating in each one of the speakers' presentations. It will give them private access to a private VIP lounge, which will have open bar, high shelf, top shelf alcohol, and passed hors d'oeuvres throughout the day, all hours of the exhibit and speaker event, and also after hours private VIP parties. They will be able to meet and greet and get to know and speak to all of the speakers that are in the environment, and also meet the celebrities that will be on site. And I'm telling you, there will be a number of very interesting personalities that they're going to want to meet, and they're going to want to pick their brains and get to know them and network with them. The whole logic behind the Blockchain World Conference is that networking is good for our industry. While we all believe in the world of blockchain that decentralization is what's healthy for technology, what's good for our industry, however, is to create cohesiveness within the community. So we are looking to build the community, because if we can come together and have some commonality in our thoughts and perspectives, it's very healthy long-term for the future of blockchain and cryptocurrency as a whole.
See, that's amazing, because, here's the thing. Everybody kind of talks about its infancy, but it's really not in its infancy from my perspective, because I've been having guests on the podcast now. I've been doing podcasting for a year, but folks that have really been in on it have been doing this for years, right? And what I think you're doing is, frankly, legitimizing or credentialing this as an investment, as a currency, and again, putting those like-minded people together. Obviously a 4-day stay. I know Atlantic City can get expensive. Are you guys offering any special room rates or deals for people who want to attend?
I'm glad you asked, because not only are we trying to make it as affordable as we possibly can for all of our attendees, but we have taken and negotiated an incredible rate of only $97 per night at
That's nothing for Atlantic City
Resort.
Summer. That's amazing.
Which is less than a third of what they charge normally in high season for this beach resort area in Atlantic City, New Jersey. The weather, by the way, forecast is going to be unbelievable for the time people are in town. And, at $97 a night, it's going to be worth staying a night or two extra, maybe even bring the family and the kids. This is going to be a very family-friendly environment, and I think that it's going to be more than just a very powerful business and educational conference. It's also going to be a very nice and pleasant social experience. By the way, we have speakers represented from Microsoft, from Comcast, from IBM. We have speakers coming from some of the brightest minds in the entire world, and we have a lot of international presence as well. People coming in from all over the world. I would say that at this point, about 52 countries are represented, not only as exhibitors but also attendees. And we know because we've been helping people process their visas for the last couple of months. And I think that the reason these people are showing so much respect to the Blockchain World Conference is because everyone recognizes that as our industry develops, we deserve a conference that will serve our industry comprehensively, conclusively, and also inclusively in a way that takes the perception of our industry to the next level. So we look to raise the bar and create an event that people will be talking about for years to come. Frankly speaking, Tom, anyone who misses this event is going to be feeling regret and disappointment in the future when they hear what happened in Atlantic City next week.
Well, not just that. From a resource perspective, right? Let's just say whatever reason, I'm just making this up, right? I'm in LA, tickets $400 or $500, rooms $400, food, airfare, we're hovering around the G, right? Let's just say whatever reason somebody's averse to that. Here's why I think they're nuts for not going if it's financial. The opportunity cost is greater if they don't go versus if they go. Why? Because you'll have to go to 3 or 4 different conferences just to get where you're getting there. Because I've been to roughly 3 or 4 conferences, not conferences, but meetings in this. First of all, no conferences because there's not that many, right? But I'm talking meetings in the space, and you will just have an ICO conference, right? Or you'll just have, there's just on regulation. What I'm saying is for somebody to go, if they want to check the box on each of the content proposition that's available, you're looking at 4 or 5 different conferences, and you'll probably spend 6 to 10x to get this information, and it might take you as much as 2 years. So for those that are listening, we are New Jersey-based. I highly recommend going. You can fly into Philly. You can fly to Atlantic City Airport. You can fly to Newark if you're out of town or out of the country. And I will tell you right now, rooms in Atlantic City around this time are $300 a month, a night, non-negotiable. So there's so many ways you can spin this. For those listening to New Theory Podcast, no, I don't have bullshit guests on. I don't have people on just for no reason. Eric and I connected. I needed to have him on. New Theory's attending. So, Eric, give us some parting thoughts, and how can we sign up, most importantly?
Guys, if you are interested in coming to this event, there's still time to get registered. We will, in fact, sell out. All tickets will be sold out before we get to Atlantic City, so act now or forever hold your peace. The website is BWC, for Blockchain World Conference, BWC event, event.com. You can easily get some great discounts through the website. And I've got to tell you right now, this event will go down in history as being the most epic, the most exciting, the most entertaining, and the most value-packed event in the history of blockchain. I have personally attended dozens of blockchain conferences. I must tell you, we are changing the entire game. There will not be bag lunches being handed out at this Blockchain World Conference. This is going to be a whole nother level. We're opening up nice amenities and nice parties, nice networking gatherings, and that's going to be the name of the game. There will be so many points of contact, repeated multiple touch points with the people that you need to meet and get to know in the world of blockchain, that you will leave this conference feeling, everyone will leave this conference feeling that they got much more than their money's worth and they got incredible value. I will not be satisfied if I don't see smiling faces leaving this event. And maybe the only tears we want to see are people being sad to have to go home, back to their original lives.
I love it. Eric, thank you for being on the New Theory podcast, folks. We'll put a link on the show notes. And Eric, I look forward to seeing you at the conference.
I look forward to seeing you and your viewers there. Thanks, everyone. Take care. Thanks for having me on, Tom. Ciao. Bye-bye.
My pleasure.